the teams to France, to a tight but very fast track at Essay, about 150 kilometres to the west of Paris. All the drivers get 3 chances to qualify, and their attempts produce a cumulative result that determines their grid position for the finals. And while it is possible to qualify last and win a succession of finals, gaining promotion to the next one each time, in practice, that's not so easy. So these races really do count, and local hero Jean-Luc Pailler knows that this is not his best work.
It's not very good. I see my computer, I think I brake too early in the straight line. I am not a good feeling on the brake.
Division 2 is the equivalent of Group N, making these showroom category cars, and competition is fierce. Previous champion Bjorn Skogstad, for years the deadly rival of Kenneth Hansen, now battles against Norwegian rival Eklund, but has yet to beat him this year. And the whole of Division 1 has yet to beat Ludwig Hunsbedt, this weekend at least. Though he hasn't won an A final yet this year, he looks invincible this weekend, and this may be the moment his title defence finally gets into high gear.
The track is good for me and my car, and I like the track, so I hope it'll be better this weekend than the weekend before.
Kenneth Hansen won the first of his qualifying heats, but he's having trouble in the second as the whole grid is held on the line for 10 seconds.
The reason was mainly the starter himself, because in the second heat he was waiting very, very long for the green light, and I was 12 seconds on my full throttle for the start. That means it produced about 1230, 1240 degrees heat. So actually 1 heat of protection burned, and that means it's quite hot. So when we stopped it, I was refused to restart.
Left behind on the line as the race officials start the heat, while Hansen is still protesting that it is their mistake which overheated his engine, he has to sit and watch his grid position being irretrievably damaged by a procedural mix-up. This is not a good weekend for Hansen, who arrived here dead level with Per Eklund in the points. In the second outing for Division 2 cars, everything went according to plan for Eklund, the defending champion, who collected the win and booked himself a place in the A final, while behind him in this Mitsubishi-dominated class, Morgan Antonsson produced his best drive of the season so far, and Bjorn Skogstad collected a puncture, retirement and a grid slot in the B final. Martin Schanche and Kenneth Hansen both flopped in their second qualifier and must do well in this one, but the last chance for Hansen is a missed chance. A bad start put him right at the back and put him well and truly into the B final, from which he can only score a maximum of 10 championship points, so he must win and gain promotion. Meanwhile, Martin Schanche made no mistake. He won the heat and a place in the A final. Expect a hard start and an even harder race. It's Martin Schanche who gets off the line best. Look at him, side by side with Hunsbedt and onto the grass. Over-optimistic Martin Schanche. Now watch the whole field go past on the inside. Well, he flew into that corner, and while he was busy running wide on the exit, the rest of the field flew past him on the inside. We're looking at Kenneth Hansen, who has got to do well from here. The man he really needs to chase after is Per Eklund. There he is, number 6, Eklund, right in front of Hansen now. 37 points apiece after 2 rounds. They're neck and neck in the championship, and Hansen is right up alongside him, digs in and leans a bit on Eklund as they go through that turn. No contacts in this championship, but nobody told Kenneth Hansen, who can mix it with the best of them these days. Here comes Eklund right behind him now as they go to the hip. Oh, tuck. On the back goes Eklund, off goes Hansen. He's pushed him off. And Hansen, all crossed up, gets pushed off in the hairpin by Per Eklund. Poetic justice, you might say, because Kenneth Hansen did not actually steal past Per Eklund. He booted his way through to grab the place. Meanwhile, up front, unnoticed perhaps, Ludwig Hunsbedt drove a clean one. And as he took a perfect and not unexpected win,